Okay, so also on this same assignment, we are dividing with the exponents. So the top one that we have up here, we multiplied. Now we're gonna divide. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that your bases are the same. And right now we don't have that. So we need to change this. So that means that the 27 becomes 3 to the third power. And remember that whole thing is raised to the 1/4 power. And then we still have the base and the bottom, so we don't need to change anything. This is still 3 raised to the x over 4 power. And all of that equals 1. And remember, 1 is to the first power. When there's no power up here, it's to the first power. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to multiply this out. So the exponents, when you have an exponent raised to another exponent, you multiply them together. So this is technically 3 over 1. So 3 times 1 and then 1 times 4. So this is the 3/4 power. So we have 3 to the 3/4 power being divided by 3 to the x over 4 power, and all of that equals 1 whole. And remember, that's raised to the first power. So now that we have the same bases, we need to just deal with the exponents. Okay, so the first thing that I have is I have a 3/4. And remember that when you are dividing with exponents, you are subtracting the exponents. The numerator exponent always goes first, and you're subtracting the denominator from it, even if you get a negative number at the end, right? And remember, we're doing exponents, so we're dealing with the 1 whole out here. So it has to equal 1. Since you have the 4th power, or not 4th power, the 4th denominator here, you can put just 1/4 on the bottom, and on the top you have a 3 minus x, because they're both being divided by 4. And that equals 1. So in order to get rid of this, you need to, so this is technically a 4th. So you flip it and multiply, so you have 4 over 1. You divide by 4, divide by 4. And since we multiplied by 4 on one side, we multiply the same on the other. And we end up with 3 minus x on the left and 4 on the right. Okay? In order to solve this for x, and it's actually going to be solved for a negative x here, we have to zero out the 3 on the left. Since it's positive, we make it negative, and that becomes 0. And what we do on one side, we do on the other. So negative x, because you have to bring down the sign, is positive 1. That means positive x is the opposite of that, which is negative 1. So x equals negative 1.